So someone probably is wondering, all right, so if a company provides this to our employees, what kind of adoption rate would I expect our employees to have with it? There might be early adopters, late adopters, no adopters. I mean, we still teach people how to do Excel and other things like that even today, but we're not teaching people how to use the mouse any longer. And I remember those training programs. This is a mouse and you
Yeah.
click here. What's the adoption rate?
Yeah. So, to give you a sense of onboarding, typically what we'll do is work with an organization with an inner circle of, we always tell companies like get your biggest troublemaker, types, like get the ones who are going to be skeptical to come in. Let's find like 50 people who they're going to come in and try and break Tuffy. So we customize Tuffy for that organization, and then we
That's my friend Bert online here.
I
He's
love it.
gonna prove this is not a good thing. Yeah.
It's me too, right? Like I love this, like we call it red teaming. And so like finding the people who are going to come in and really try to break the system helps identify, where are the gaps? What do we need to change in the system? So like it does serve a purpose for making the product even better. What we find is that those people become super fans, and they generally are convinced through the process of using it. We say to them like, please come in and try to break this thing 10 minutes a day. Let's do that for 2 weeks and see what you can find. And people kind of get hooked and then kind of just keep going deeper and deeper. We make any changes that are needed. We kind of work with that group, but they become real ambassadors of the product. Now they're invested. Now they start to be part of the rollout plan. So the organization will typically use whatever their employee comms tools are to announce that Tuffy is available to their people and reinforce that. So a little bit of a marketing campaign internally. Those ambassadors will be encouraging people, and they might even be given a list of people that they're responsible for bringing on board. So it might be their team, might be other managers. They become influencers of that. We will typically do a workshop or a kind of an online virtual experience to onboard people, and then once people are in, we're finding 88% monthly average users, 65% of people come back weekly. And the data has shown people are coming in 14 times on average, 14 times a month. Some people every single day, some much
Mhm.
less. But they're getting the help. I think what was really interesting, and I talked a little bit about customizing the personality and the tone of Tuffy. We did that in the state of Hawaii for Hawaiian culture, working with
Yeah.
the
Great
Hawaiian.
story here. Yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of when they the Hawaii Employers Council first onboarded Tuffy for the state of Hawaii, we got a little bit of feedback from their red teamers that Tuffy was a little bit too New York and a little too direct.
Little too
And
tough.
a little too tough. And they asked if we could give Tuffy aloha spirit, is what they call it, and imbue the values of and the behaviors of Hawaiian business culture. And we said, yeah, great challenge. We would love to do that. And we worked with them to really make Tuffy sound like Tuffy was someone who was working in Hawaii. And when we did that, the helpfulness rating as rated by users went from 88% to 99.6%. So that cultural piece was really important in getting helpfulness, which then drives adoption. And we
Right.
heard from people, from leaders saying like, wow, it's unbelievable. Like I'm getting emails from people on my team that are really clear and organized and prioritized and they show up at meetings and they're ready to work. Like they've kind of already figured out what they really need out of that meeting. And gosh, our relationships are so much better because it's less noisy and messy and more really focused on doing great work. And then like I want to go have coffee with them. So it kind of really shifted the behaviors and the working relationships inside the company to the point where people are now actually doing better work together and getting things done together.
Level up your HR game with an AIM Employers Association membership. Get 24/7 expert support, exclusive training, and a network of peers. Join thousands of HR leaders building better organizations. Call AIM at 800-948-5700 or visit aimea.org today to learn about becoming a member.